All right, St. Louis. I'd like to say good morning, St. Louis. Buckle your seatbelts. We're going somewhere, St. Louis. We're going for a ride. I want all of you to think for a second. We're going to go a little deeper than we've traveled in a long time. I want you guys to have your ears and your eyes open so you can hear and see what I'm trying to convey. In no way am I trying to pass judgment on anyone. And the reason I'm not passing judgment on anyone, because I'm one to believe that all are living in darkness. Not just some, but all. Not just some, but all are living in darkness. I want you to think about getting married and having children, finding a sweetheart or somebody to love, and ask yourself, is it real love or is it just lust? Ask yourself, are you looking for someone that looks a certain way? And the reason you're looking for someone that looks a certain way because you don't have the ability to encode them at their true self. So as a result, you're only chasing the external. 36, 24, 36. Mr. John, Mr. Jack, and Mr. Joe. Sally, Sue, and Sherry. You're looking for a good time. You're not looking for the truth. And the reason you're not looking for the truth is because you lack the capability of mind to look for the level of truth, because you can't see. You can't hear. You can't see, unfortunately. It ain't your fault that you can't see. You're blind. The blind are leading the blind. Those that are leading are also blind. Think about it for a second. How can you be awakened and everyone is living lives that are unnatural? Unnatural, but it appears to be natural, so we came up with laws to suit our unnaturalness. And it's not your fault that you're the way you are. You're in a system. You're in an enclosed system that's controlled by darkness, which is hell. In other words, the reason you're chasing after Tom, John, and Jack and Jill is because you're looking for the things that attract you to them. That's the lust of the flesh, lust of the eyes, and the pride of life. Now, it's hard to be attracted to something and you have not the mind to be attracted to the something that you need to be attracted to. Not only that, it's hard to come up with true religion when you lack the intelligence to know or to be able to encode at the level in which you need to encode in order to understand that you live in a lie. You don't know you live in a lie. From the beginning of creation, all has been living a lie. In other words, if your mind is only capable of processing at the level of a AA battery and you can't process at the level of a nuclear power plant, you're going to believe at the AA battery. You're asking yourself, are you retarded? Are you illiterate? Of course you are. So you set the bar because little Johnny is a little more illiterate than you, but yet you too are illiterate. As long as you live in the system, you are in trouble. You have to leave the system. I know the system works for you because everybody that you see are in the system. Everybody that you know are in the system. But yet they think they're different than you. How can they be different than you? And you both are dying. You're saying, well, you're supposed to die. Who told you that lie? Everybody dies. Let me get you all to understand. You're living a lie. You're living a lie because your mind is undeveloped. You're following false dreams, false hopes. You're following darkness. Can you tell me why someone would want to go and play football and make $10 million and there's a chance that they might get a concussion and die on the field that day? You say, well, they're entitled to do what they want to do. And rightfully so. But the reason they're doing it is because they're living in the flesh. They haven't reached a higher level of cognition or awareness. So they're trapped in darkness, and darkness has become their homes. It's no different than you meeting someone and you subsequently decide to get a feel good on and you go after the external and the unnatural ways, but you get a good feeling. So that within itself tells you you're living unnatural. The sound is what's attracting you to the unnaturalness. And the sound is darkness, gates of hell. Your pastors, your preachers, they hoop and holler, act as though they know who God is, and you follow them like a puppet. The reason you're following them is because you too are lost. Mama lost, grandmama lost, great-grandmama lost, everybody lost. Everybody following a lie. Why do you think there's so many law enforcement officials and policemen and militaries? Because everybody chasing the things as it relates to cause and effect, conservation of energy. There's going to be a cause and there's going to be an effect. And if the effect is not at my liking, being that this is my city and I'm the big bad popo, I might just lock you up. But what happens if we can reverse the laws of thermodynamics and the negative energy that's been controlling us since we've known ourselves no longer lead us? You no longer want Big John or Big Joe to make you feel good because you got a natural high, which is at the molecular subatomic level, and as a result, you became form in the fabric of space and time. I'm going to tell you all one very important truth. If you don't get yourself together, in the next 40 years, you will not be here. And if you're here, you're going to be sick. You're going to be sick. So you must seek to become aware of why you're not aware and subsequently start seeking the truth. We must become that perfect sound, that perfect light. There's nobody outside you. You're your own reality, your own world, your own universe. But yet you thinking, when Jesus come, when Muhammad, Buddha, a literal person born in a manger coming out to save the world, it's an allegory. That's a mystery. And many of you have fallen for the okie doke, and as a result, you never gain the power that you need in order to break free from that cancer that's waiting to grip your soul. Darkness knew what it had to do in order to keep you in prison. Darkness knew it had to feed you a bunch of lies. Because if you knew the truth, darkness couldn't hold you because you'd be standing on darkness, walking on it. But unfortunately, you've never known the truth. It's like the sound is being depleted. It's like a balloon with a hole in it. Once you're born, the air started to seep out of the hole. And the more the air seep out of the hole, the less light you possess. The less light you possess, the further in darkness shall you dwell. We must wake the hell up in this season. Too many of our young men are dying out here on drugs, alcohol, homeless, and we do nothing. Walking around looking for the best party. Devil is a liar. You must come to the realization that you never knew the truth, and those that are leading you also are straight from hell. It's time for war. Pack your lunch. Stand up and be counted and say all or damn nothing. Until next time, remember this. I'm fearless, afraid of nothing. I've been there, done that, did that. Now it's time to fight. It's showtime. God bless.